Oh shit, oh shit, oh god. I'm gonna leave the music on, but we're gonna turn it down a little bit. Alright, so working straight away, I'm just gonna look at everyone's perks. Edge is playing, he's playing Hag. Everybody's playing Hag. Alright, so placing traps, doing what Hag do. We'll come back to that. Got some pretty standard perks here. And I think this is pretty much the same build that Shiny Notch has been using all of tonight. And FTP also has some pretty stock perks as well, so this should be a fun match. Oh! So as the Hag player, to give a little kiss right there. As the Hag player, you're going to be looking to lock down that 3-gen, especially because Hag is so good at playing such a small space with the traps. In general, you're going to want to set up, get a hook on a player, and then bait altruism. As a survivor team, when someone gets hooked early, what you're going to want to do is try to let them hang for as long as possible in that 60-second timer, and then go for a save and an opportunity where the Hag player might be displaced or where it's safe for you to do it. Hag is really good at exploiting altruism from the survivors, and that's why people really don't like playing against Hag, because it's really easy to snowball on this character. So the onus is going to be on the survivors to apply pressure evenly on different sides of the map, and definitely complete that middle gen as soon as possible. That would be my end. That was a close dead hard. I don't know how that looked in game, but that was a little suspect. And also didn't go for the pickup on Bill, which is interesting. Thought he was AFK. Oh, rip. Well, nope, no one's AFK, unfortunately. Hate to hear that. Alright, so in general, as Hag, you do not want to be doing what's happening right now. Chasing a healthy survivor. You want to be exploiting your ability to provide pressure and lock down an area. Hag really excels at getting a hit and then backing off. That's why perks like Sloppy Butcher are really good on Hag. Very similar to how the Wraith would play, but in a different way. Instead of getting that first hit and taking your pressure around the map, you get that first hit, and then you get it down while you bait someone, and then you apply the pressure in a sphere around the survivors. And it looks like Ruin is still up as well. Looks like we're just taking hits here. This is a pretty good spot for the Hag player to be in. Now, I'm not sure exactly where the first gen aura is completed. Hopefully we'll get to see with the auras here in a second. Looks like we're going to be able to get this down as well. I'm just waiting to see. Yep. Looks like the generator was completed on the other side of the map. So it's going to be up to the survivors to try to complete the gen in the middle of the map, find the Ruin Totem, and complete a gen on this side of the map. Once you do that, it's going to be a lot harder for the Hag player to recover. So this is what I was talking about. We have 3 injured survivors. The Hag player right now is looking to bait altruism out of the survivor team. If any of these survivors is injured and steps on the trap, we're going to get into a 2-hook situation. And now there's an immense amount of pressure. So if anyone wants to go for the save, we need to have one person bait the Hag away from the hook and also be very heads up about the traps. I would honestly let this player hang on hook for a pretty long amount of time just to stabilize. We're not in range for that trap there. Completing that gen is good. I don't know where that was completed at. It's kind of hard to see sometimes. I just want to spectate from the Hag's point of view because it's very important that we understand what the Hag is looking to do as far as locking down this area. Hag player also knows that someone is around here. This player could have Iron Will, though. They do not. It's the Meg player. We'll see how we win this loop. All you have to do as Hag is exactly what Edge just did. Boom. Put the trap down. That's it. They have to leave the loop. They can't respect it anymore, especially as an injured player. That's going to be a down. And I think this player might tier 2. Yep. That's just what Hag do sometimes. I would have considered not picking this player up and instead going back. Fast champion teleport, whole team injured. Yeah, exactly, Fox. Glad to have you here. Looks like we're going to be running after Jake in mid. Do we have a trap up here? We do have a trap. This is really good. I may have taken that, but looks like Jake ran into it anyways. Not really a lot Jake can do in that instance, honestly. Potential flashlight save? No, just trying to body block, maybe? Not going to be watching a lot of the survivors this time around because Hag is a... I don't know if interesting is the right word, but I care more about the information that the Hag knows than the survivors. The survivors have a very clear strategy. I respect that. Could have been hiding inside you. That screaming is from this perk called Deathbound, which is an Executioner or Pyramid Head perk. Don't want to look that up. It triggers upon healing another survivor. And it essentially reveals your location and makes you oblivious for a set amount of time that I don't know off the top of my head. Okay. So what are we working with here? Just trying to loop. I think right now this player is trying to provide space for the hook. The issue right now, though, is that the Hag player has no reason to leave this area. And let's just take a look at the generators. So, look, we have 2 players tasked with saving. And we have only 1 player on a generator. We'll see what happens here. I'm going to go back to Edge. Also chasing the healthy player, which is really good for the survivor team right now. Quick and quiet. It's called that, right? Still chasing the healthy survivor. Now, this is where the Hag player is going to be losing a lot of time. In general, if you're going to give me a free hit as a healthy survivor, so be it. Mistake here by the Claudette player as well. You don't really want to chase healthy survivors, especially when you know other survivors are injured and you have other gens that you need to pressure. I think what Shiny Nachos did initially was really good in taking that aggro, but unfortunately got hit and then kind of ran into a dead zone and ran right back into the killer. So now we're kind of back at square one, but we did get a generator completed, so that's good. Ruin is still up, though. Ooh, wait a minute. I didn't realize Shiny Nachos lent that hook, so that changes things quite a bit. We're going to take a look at the gens. Flexi doing the middle gen. That could be good, provided... Is that Surge? There was a scream and it blew up. The thing is, I don't know where all the other generators are, so I wish I could give you more commentary on this. I just need to wait and see until we look. 1 generator, 2 generators. And I think the 3rd generator, or the other generator, is on the other side of the map. We're wasting a lot of time here. We just need to be applying pressure. I don't know if Edge must have seen someone over here on the totem. Okay, so doing this middle gen is primo, like just extreme. I think we heard the Jake player. That must have been what it was. So them completing that generator is really good. All this Jake player needs to do is just solve for a short amount of time, and hopefully they'll be able to provide pressure on this side of the map. Great double vault there. Now it's trapped. We know it's trapped. We heard the sound of the trap. We're dipping. We're out. We're not playing this area anymore. We have Iron Will to utilize. I think the Iron Will kind of confused the Hag player here, which is good for the survivors. Okay, I think we lost them. I'm going to check a look and see at the other survivors. All 3 survivors mid right now, so we're going to go back. Check out the Hag cam. So all we need to do now as a survivor team, just 1 person keep the Hag occupied if we can. Split pressure on both sides of the map. And we are golden. We only have 1 generator left. It is a tough situation with only having 3 survivors, and if 1 player does get hooked, we're probably going to have to let them hang. But we want to try to provide pressure around the map as soon as possible. Hag cam. Smack cam.
My name is Jeff.
I need a smack cam emote. What he's doing is smart. He's trying to not get baited by the healthy survivors that are obviously trying to run him. Just going to patrol the gens. I agree with this 100%. Looking to place a trap down. Yep. So let's see if anyone's working on a gen. Both working on a gen. We need to be splitting up. All 3 people on this gen isn't going to do a lot. We do have Prove Thyself, which is really nice. In general, though, we want to be applying split pressure. It's to be expected that the Hag is all on the way back to that gen is going to disrupt you prior to you finishing it. So if all 3 survivors are in one instance, it's going to be a problem. Looks like. Didn't get seen. Sometimes it happens, honestly. Like all the rocks and statues and everything, you know. So I just want to see if which generator Flex is going to work on. I don't think Hag is going to TP here. I'm almost certain of it. Yeah, there's just too much going on. We have 2 survivors, and they're working on a gen on this side of the map. And we're back on the gen. So this is what happens. Now that Hag doesn't have that 3-gen scenario, Hag isn't good at chasing. We know Hag isn't good at chasing. She's 110 movement speed killer. Doesn't really have any tools outside of denying loops with the traps. And we don't really have a defensive position that we're locking down as the Hag. So we're kind of in a bad spot. Also, I believe the player who's getting chased has Adrenaline. not getting chased. But that's good. So this is looking like a pretty good situation for the Survivor players, outside of a no-ed play or maybe Jake getting hooked and baiting altruism, which is possible. Great play on that window vault, very clean. Great job not vaulting that window either. I think I heard a trap. Hard to tell though. That's okay. You weren't going to be able to get a lot of distance out of this loop anyways if they put a trap down. So gates should be prepped, which they both are. And we might be able to go for the save, everyone. Let's take a look. We have 1 borrowed time. The K player knows this, is probably going to look to aggressively position to be the person who unhooks here. Ooh, oh, okay. Ooh, that's too nasty. I can't look at that. Oh, damn. Yeah, so Hag is definitely just going to want to set up and try to bait altruism here. That's really your only option. It's to be assumed that the exit gates are completely powered. This place should be littered with traps. And you're just going to have to hope that you make the educated decision. Hag player's not here, and there's no traps in the immediate area, so I'm not sure where do we go. So if you're in this situation, it's to be assumed that the exit gates are prepped, and at max, without altruism, you're going to be getting 2 kills this trial. So I would advise that if you're in the situation that the Hag player is in right now, that you lock down this area to guarantee your 2nd kill. If you leave this area, you're not going to be able to get to the exit gates most likely, unless the survivors make like a really horrendous mistake. But that's really out of your control, you know. It looks like they split aggro pretty well. Pretty well. And where's FTP at? Is FTP able to get out of this trial? FTP is pretty loud. Meg without Iron Will. Maybe Han could potentially hear Meg here. Ooh, I don't know. It's gonna be a tough one. You got Moonwalk Smile. Hag definitely has heard Meg now. No exhaustion perk. It's gonna be a close one. We should have an exit gate at this trap, or a thing at this thing, and that's gonna be the kill. Yeah, I was gonna say there should be a trap rather. Sorry, I got my words kind of mixed up. That's gonna be a 2K. So, like I said, that's the same situation that the Hag was in prior, was getting that 2K, but this was a lot more of a risky way to do it. Whereas if you locked on that area, you bait altruism, you potentially get more than 1 kill, right? So, but that was well played. Very, very good game. Not much else to say about that. And that was well played from both teams. Nice job, y'all. Nice job. You'd love to see it. Very close, very close. Yeah, if you're the Meg player in that instance, you don't really have a lot of options. The only thing I would have done immediately is once I saw Hag push everyone out, even though I'm injured, if I don't have Iron Will, I'm going to the other gate or looking for the hatch. Because, you know, it's just like really easy for Hag to just put a trap down, haha, and then, you know, your options are extremely limited as a result.